Hello, everybody. My name is Zach, aka the Weather Gamer. I am joined today by Box.
Hey,
Box brought. First off, check out his Twitch down below. I'll link that in the description down below. Go show him some love. He brought a leak that I hadn't seen yet to me about Sword and Shield. This is from Pokemon Sword slash Shield Leaks, a Twitter account. It's a relatively new Twitter account. Looks like February of this year was when it was made, but this is supposedly a leak from 4chan about the Sword and Shield E3 2019 demo, and it seems to give off a lot of like the Pokédex, it looks like here. So we see like Meltan, Melmetal, then Grookey, supposedly Drumpan, it looks like, which is grass, and then Chimpango. So it looks like it keeps. This leak supposedly says that the Grookey line stays grass the entire way. Doesn't pick up a secondary typing. We see Scorbunny go to like Fire Steel, and we see Sobble go to Water Ghost. And then they start with rodents, a weasel. I'm guessing that's probably the Route 1 bird. Yeah, so you can see there's some Donphan-like Pokemon, a Vacuum, a Cheetah. This thing will switch here for me. Cold-blooded Pokemon that's Ice Dragon. Looks like maybe iguana-based type thing. Termite, a Roach, Sickness, Worm, Electric Rodent, which is probably the Pikachu clone. Like, there's a lot of this that seems to be lining up with the previous leaks that we've seen where they've thrown the pictures and it's like, okay, it becomes this, except like there's a few differences. For example, I think some of those had Water Dragon for Sobble, Fire Fairy for Scorbunny. I can't remember what Grookey's was. Maybe Grass Steel. I don't remember. I'm trying to get this thing to change pages again, but there we go. Cold-blooded for your cat. Okay. Is there another one here? Another page? I'm sorry, guys. My internet sucks right now. Just super slow. It's almost the end of the month. Yeah, that's Meltan. That's that one. Oh, it just looks like it's that twice. So then part 2 here. Assuming this will load. But his part 2 says lots of new evolves of previous mons, apparently. So that makes me think, okay, that sounds a lot like Gen 4, where they introduced a whole bunch of new evolutions for Sinnoh, but oh, my internet's just being stupid right now. I can't get these screenshots to load. Basically, this is a Pokédex leak from what it looks like. I guess you said something to me earlier, Box, about it not looking legit. What are your thoughts on it here? Because this seems to have a lot of the same information that I've seen on some of these other Pokédex leaks.
so most of the stuff I'm sort of doubting on this is the new evolutions, because you got your Passimian for 905. 906 is a Dunsparce evolution, which the fans have wanted for a really long time, and I don't know if it's just like fan service or this could be what makes it unplausible. And we've got a Garvantula evolution, That's 596, which is it's already like a really good evolved Pokemon. If you slap an Eevee on that, it's going to be busted. Most of these Pokemon that are stage 1s already getting a stage 2, they have like good evolved stats, so they need to get cut or their new evolutions are just going to be busted. And some of the new ones, let's see, there's the Swanna, I think it looks like a Donphan or Tuskord.
Yeah, the Geofan or whatever it was.
Where's Geofan?
Is that the one you were talking about? It's Geofan. Number 828, Water Rock base. It says oh no, that's Dolphin. My bad, Geofan.
Yeah, I'm on page 2 right now. 910. That's I think gonna be from what I can tell going down the list is. Let me get the thing I pulled up.
I'm trying to pull it up right now, but
yeah. Okay. So I looked up all the Pokedex numbers, and it looks like we're getting an evolution to Passimian, evolution to Dunsparce,
is that
Garvantula.
Is 905 the 766? That's Passimian's evolution, right?
Yeah, I'm just going down the list right now. Passimian, Dunsparce, Galvantula, Swanna, Lovedisk, Donphan, Meowstic, Oranguru, Druddigon, Pangoro, Basculin, Castform, which you'd probably like, Arbok, Weezing, Rapidash, Hariyama, and Heliolisk.
Alright, I'm trying to pull these up here. Okay, so Dunsparce evolution 596, okay. Waterbird. Is that Water Fairy that evolves from
Water Flying?
Water Flying. No, there's a Water Fairy here that evolves from 370. What one is that?
I think that's Lovedisk.
Lovedisk?
Correct me if I'm wrong on.
Yeah, it is Lovedisk.
So, yeah, that's already 2 Pokemon that the fans have wanted evolutions for.
Yeah, they've either wanted evolutions or they've wanted megas for them.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Another thing that
Donphan. I was like, wait, I was trying to figure out what Tuskord was.
Another thing that seems really off is that they've waited 7 generations to give a few of these Gen 1 Pokemon another stage evolution, because Fuming, that's an evolution from, I think, Weezing. Rewop, that's Rotom. Wait, that's Gen 4. Fugasus, I think, is that how you pronounce it? That's a Rapidash evolution.
I'm guessing it'd probably be Fleg, because Fuego is fire in Spanish, if I remember correctly.
Fuegasus?
Yeah, Fuegasus. I don't know. Fuegasus. Fire Pegasus. I'm gonna look this up real quick.
What's a Taipan? That's a type of snake.
Yeah, fire in Spanish is Fuego. So, Fuegasus, Fire Pegasus. Rapidash is a fire type.
We've got Napiat, or however you're going to pronounce the 917. It fits with the Ekans line snake theme because a Taipan is a type of snake, I think. I just googled Taipan and it said snake, so I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
But then my question becomes is, this doesn't seem to list a wolf Pokemon. You get looking down here and there's where's your legendary is my question.
I think your legendaries are going to be Volkita and Varskite.
The strike.
They're the strike
protection. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But then they put the trio for the game under it.
The royalties.
Duckshrunk, Kralipa and Ribera. I'm butchering these, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
They look to be grass-based, though, which is... It's interesting. Looks like the legendaries, those are steel-based, which is probably expected.
We cannot have another set of steel-based legendaries. That's just overkill at this point, I think. But, so yeah, after you've talked about this a little bit, I'm gonna probably side with you here and say this is probably not legit, or the majority of this is not legit. And the reason I'm gonna go with that is just look at the beginning here. All
the psychic types.
Not only that, but go from 810 to 818, which is essentially the cores or the starters.
Yeah.
With how they've done the starters recently, there's no reason, Gen 7 excluded because Gen 7's a little weird. There's no reason that this makes sense to me for the Final Evolution starter types. Like, obviously, Fire, Water, Grass is going to be there, but I don't think...
But they don't... Yeah, they don't have the secondary little triangle thing.
Yeah, I mean, Gen 7 didn't, because Ghost isn't super effective on Fairy, but Fairy beats Dark, and Dark beats Ghost. So they didn't quite get the triangle there, but you go back to Gen 6, you had Fire, Water, Grass, and then you had... Dark Psychic Fighting. Gen 5, they did have a Mono Grass and a Mono Water. Those two didn't get secondary typings. Gen 4 had secondary typings that, again, were similar, where the triangle didn't match up to Gen 7. Gen 3 was mono on 2 of them, or was mono on 1 of them. So, actually, maybe I'm a little off on here, but to me it just doesn't sound right. Like, Fire, Steel, Water, Ghost, maybe Fire Steel makes sense, but Water Ghost for Sobble does not make sense to me.
I can see Water Ghost because, like, it's all, like, shy and introverted and stuff. You can see it turning invisible in the trailer, and, like, it just seems like it's a ghost because it just doesn't want to be around people.
I don't know. It's based off of Chameleon, so that being able to camouflage, I think that's where that comes. I wouldn't necessarily pin that on a ghost. I'd just be like, hey, we're a Chameleon, we can camouflage. I don't know, but
yeah. Another weird thing is that they just kept one of the Pokemon a pure grass. I mean, because they gave to make up for Sceptile being pure grass, they gave it a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, I think Meganium's the only mono grass. No, Superior didn't get any boost either.
But Meganium didn't need any, and I don't really think Superior did either, because Emboar's not that great. I have personal bias against Emboar. There's only a single triangle in Gen 2 also, so there's really no need for it.
Yeah, Gen 2 doesn't have any dual types. And like Gen 5 with Superior, they basically fixed by giving it Contrary. Like, it didn't need a secondary type, it just needed Contrary to go ham over fist on everything. But one thing... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Go on.
No.
Oh, wait. Never mind, I was just being stupid. I didn't see that it was a continued sentence. Between 11 and 12, I was like, wait a minute. Because there's a little gap, and then I was like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so, but yeah, a route, essentially this Weasel Pokemon, I'm guessing, is probably, like, a Route 1 or Route 2, because it's right after the starters. They're not going to give you a strong Psychic type right off the bat.
Unless the gym is like a fighting type gym.
Yeah, that's the only thing, but why would they give you, if it's a fighting type gym, why would they give you both a Psychic and your typical Route 1 bird?
Oh,
I don't. That doesn't really make sense to me there. We see the Geofin, the dolphin. That's Water Rock. That very well could be maybe like an ancient dolphin for your fossil, but there's no pair to it. So I don't know about that.
So do all the fossils have a theme of being rock type?
Yes, all the fossils carry the rock type. Then they have different secondaries: Kabutops, Kabuto, Amistar, Ammonite, Aerodactyl, all carry the rock type. Cradily, Armaldo, Lileep, and Anorith are all rock type. Rampardos, Granidos. Yeah, rock type is if it's rock something, if it's fossil, it's guaranteed to carry the rock type.
I think I found our fossils.
Which ones?
901 to 904.
901 to 904. Let me jump.
Rock, steel, and rock electric. Yeah, this region seems really steel and electric heavy.
Which does not make rock, steel, rock electric right there. You're talking the spring Pokemon and the
ionization Pokemon, yeah.
Ionization. There's no way. There's no way. That can't be our fossil pair.
Too late in the game?
No, not the fact that it's too late. Just if it's the spring Pokemon and the all the fossils, you look at them, they're all based on actual creatures. Like Armaldo, and that line is based off of the I can't think of it right now, but Tyrantrum, Aurora, Amora, Cranidos. Yeah, those are dinosaurs. Like, those are legit dinosaurs. Kabutops is a horseshoe crab. Helix fossil, the Ammonite are like an ancient sea creature. Aerodactyl is a pterodactyl. Ancient plant for Cradili's line. Gen 5 didn't have fossils, did it?
Yeah, it did. Archon and Tortuga.
Tortuga, an ancient turtle. Archon, I believe it's actually called an Archeops. I think they just... I'm looking it up right now. Archeops dinosaur. It's based off of a type of Velociraptor. They've got to be based on an ancient creature, and to me, Spring doesn't sound like an ancient creature. And Ionization, that's an electricity thing. That doesn't sound like it either. So
I feel like what they're going for with Spring is like an actual spring,
yeah, like a coiled spring. That's what it makes me think, and so there's no way that could possibly be our fossil.
Did Gen 7 have a fossil?
Yeah. No,
it
didn't, did it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think Gen 7 had fossils.
They had fossils, but I don't think they had.
Yeah, I don't think they had a specific. I'm pulling up Gen 7 right now.
No, I don't think they did.
I'm looking through it. It's relatively short gen, so...
Yeah, they didn't.
They did not, yep. That's the other thing. So, how many does this go... What's our final count here? So, 941, and they start us on 808. So, yeah, 133 Mons. That's almost double Gen 7 and Gen 6. That's like Gen 7 and Gen 6 combined.
I think that's... How many did Gen 4 add?
Gen 4 was 386 to 493, so 103, I believe.
So this will be the second most Pokemon added. Only one topping that is Gen 1 with 151.
Gen 5. Sure. Gen 5
Did
had
Gen
more.
5 really had that many Pokemon?
Yeah, Gen 5 started on 494 with Victini and ends on... I'm looking up Genesect right now.
You think I'd know that?
Genesect was 649. So there's 100 and 56 Pokemon in Gen 5, I believe.
Dang. So this is plausible, but I can see where they're going at with not having a fossil Pokemon, because like it's England. Have fossils been found? Wait, but they have fossils in France too.
Yeah.
The French region.
And so this, if this holds out, this would be essentially Gen 3 again. 135 for Gen 3. Gen 4 was 107, Gen 5 was 156. But then we've gotten 72 and 88 as our last two generations, minus Megas and all that.
The one thing I did notice about the evolutions is that you can find most of these in Kalos. From 905 to 922, you can find... I think you can catch every single one of these Pokemon in Kalos. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like all their pre-evolutions, you can catch in Kalos.
905 you can't, because that's Gen 7. That's...
Oh yeah, good. Besides the Gen 7 Pokemon, I think you can catch everything here in Kalos, except for maybe... where is it? I don't know if you can catch Castform or...
You can't. Friends
Okay,
Farm maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah, and then that throws my theory out of the water. Because I was thinking maybe since France and England are close, like when they were picking out new Pokemon to bring, they were just... I'm just speculating right now.
Yeah.
Spitball.
Well,
there's no basis behind it.
That whole list of Pokemon that they're giving Mega or new evolutions to doesn't make a lot of sense, as you said earlier. Like, there's a lot of fan service here. Dunsparce getting an evolution, where everyone's been claiming and crying and wanting it since Megas came out. The fact that Donphan is getting one, because I know a lot of people, you said Love Disc, the one right after that's Donphan, because a lot of people want Donphan to have this big, tanky, Mega-type thing.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that have said that they want to see, like, Donphan get tanky, or, like, just make it such a power. Because its speed right now is what kills it. So they want to see it get a little faster and a little more offensive. But I don't know.
The one thing I like about this list, and it's just the Gen 5 Pokemon they added to it. Like, they've got the Galvantula, which is my favorite Pokemon, Swanna, they've got the Dragon, Basculin. Like, I like the service they're doing to Gen 5. I would put, like, all of these guys on my team if they were on real game. But I just don't think that it's real.
Yeah. Well, in my mascot, Castform, Climate, there's no way Castform's getting an evolution. Like, they haven't even finished Castform's core yet. Like, you have the rain form, you have the sun form, and you have the snow form, but there's actually no sand form of Castform. So they need to fix that before they give it an evolution, you'd think.
Yeah.
And also, why Castform? Because nobody really cares about Castform. I only picked Castform as a mascot because it's the only, like, it's literally called the weather Pokemon. So, it made sense. I mean, I don't even use Castform.
You see, what you do there is you just rebrand to Parasol Girl.
Yeah, sure.
Bada bing, bada boom, that's your new mascot.
Uh...
What I noticed about this, though, is that it's really pun-heavy. Or, like, you can pretty much tell what the Pokemon's supposed to be by their name.
Yeah.
And, go 24. I can't tell if Bruceros is supposed to be something like Batman-based, since it's the vengeful Pokemon, Dark Flying, Bruce, it's...
Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Yeah.
That's also your supposed Route 1 bird based on this list.
I don't think they give you a dark type as your bird.
Especially if, why would they give you dark type paired with your water ghost? Like,
Like, especially because unless you can see it being used as the dark type later in the game, like with Talonflame, I mean, this doesn't really make any sense, but you have Ramos, and you got your Talonflame about the time you got to his gym, and you had both fire and flying on that. Same with Fletch here, too.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be dark type to help with the gym, or I don't know.
I'm looking up Hippo. What is the name of that
Aren't
thing?
you out on?
Yeah, I'll just look up that. I was looking for its baby form, but Hippowdon. What is its...
Hippopotas.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they call it though. Hippowdon, the what Pokemon? Hippowdon, or the heavyweight? Yeah, okay, so 449, Hippopotas, the Hippo Pokemon. You go look at... Where'd I just see it?
861, Drippo and Hippo.
Yep, Drippo and Hippo. They're listed as the hippopotamus Pokemon. They've already got a Hippo Pokemon. The classification on Hippopotas is the Hippo Pokemon, which is what I was looking for.
But do they have a hippopotamus Pokemon?
Why would they call it the Hippo Pokemon and the Hippopotamus Pokemon?
Don't they have Elarodon in every single iteration, or is it just called different stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, what are all the Pikachu clones classified as?
That's a good question. Emolga...
Are they all classified as the electric mouse Pokemon?
I don't think so, but I'm gonna double check that. Emolga here is the... Emolga's the Sky Squirrel Pokemon.
Plus one. Those are like the twin Pokemon or something like that.
I think they're the twin electric or something. I'm looking it up right now. No, I think it's the plus Pokemon and the minus Pokemon. I literally think they just copied it. The other one would be Dedenne. What its classification is.
And there's Togepi and Pachirisu. And I guess Mimikyu, but...
Mimikyu's not the Pika. Togepi's the Pika clone. The cheering Pokemon is Plusle, which I assume Minun would be also classified as the cheering Pokemon. Togedemaru. I'm pulling here.
Holy crap!
The roly-poly Pokemon. So, calling it the electric
We missed
mouse,
something,
What do
we
miss?
missed something. 854 and 855. Evolutions.
Quakeon and Titanion? Those two don't make sense. Well, actually they do, but they're not the ones that I predicted would be it if those are the two evolutions.
I mean, I can see the Steel one.
Yes,
but
the Steel one makes sense. I agree.
with Sylveon, though, they didn't add in a second one, so it's not like they had pressure to make a second evolution.
Yeah, but if you go and look at... If you put all 7 evolutions up, there are incomplete... there's an incomplete to it. So, the original core, Vaporeon checks Flareon, Jolteon checks Vaporeon. Jolteon currently does not have a check in Gen 3.
Which is what they'd use the ground for.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to here. Gen 2, you add Umbreon and Espeon. Umbreon currently does not have a check after Gen 2. Gen 3, no new EVs. Gen 4, you get Leafeon, which is now a new check to Vaporeon. You get Glaceon, which gets checked by Flareon, and then checks Leafeon. So you have Leafeon and Glaceon both covered by a super effective and not super effective against. We roll around to Gen 6 with Sylveon, was the next one. Sylveon now checks Umbreon, so Umbreon's got a super effective 4 and a super effective against.
Oh, okay, I see what you're getting at here.
Yeah, so Sylveon and Jolteon are the 2 evolutions that don't have super effective checks to. Jolteon doesn't have something that's super effective against it. Neither does Sylveon. They both have... they don't have resist, basically. So the steel makes sense, because electric resists steel. Steel beats fairy. That would complete Sylveon. The steel gets checked by Flareon. So that kind of ties up that core a little bit. Jolteon is still unchecked for. That's why I think this could be possible that we get the ground one, because the ground would then tie down the steel as another check. Vaporeon and Leafeon beat this thing. It ties the Eevees closer together. But I don't think we get a ground one. I think we get the dragon one over the ground, solely because so many people are calling for a dragon one, and that would check with Espeon. Or with Sylveon. I think it'd be Steel Dragon.
If we're going by people calling for the Dragon Evolution and they actually put it in, that would explain a bunch of the new evolutions. On the and then there's the Spicy and Peppery, a Fire Grass. People have been fishing for that type combination for a while now.
Yeah, they really thought that was going to happen in Gen 7 because it made sense.
Yeah, Tiki torches and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can see validity to this leak. Like, there's a lot of these that could very well be Mons. I don't know if the number of Mons makes sense. And this whole thing from 905 until you get to the legendaries, or I guess 905 until you get to
the pseudos, I guess, which that seems like a pretty funky, if I remember correctly, that seems like a really funky type for pseudos.
Yeah. I'm looking here. So
Torterra.
Yeah, from 905 to 922, that really throws this list off to me quite a bit. Like, we've talked about it a little bit, and then we got distracted. But Dunsparce, fan service. Love Disc, fan service. Donphan would be fan service in my mind. Looking through here. Cast Form makes 0 sense to me. Ekans, that goes back to Gen 6. The Water Snake Ekans, or the Water Poison Ekans that everyone thought was going to happen because poisonous.
7?
Yeah. The poisonous snakes off the Hawaiian coast and in the water. That's where that one is. So that one makes me think, okay, maybe again, a little more fan service. Weezing, everyone has been asking for a poison fire version of Weezing. I've seen a lot of mega concept arts for that.
Another reason they could do Weezing is because the sort of like industrial side.
Smog. I guess that kind of makes sense. Rotom's not getting an evolution. Of all of these, that's the one that really gets me. Rotom got the 5 different forms. I don't think they come back and bring it and give it an evolution. Maybe they give it another form, but I don't see an evolution for Rotom.
What other form would it be able to utilize? Because I can't really think of another plant that maybe like a blender, make it steel type or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, actually, to be perfectly honest, what it could, so, like, 919 right there, Rewop, just, no, that doesn't make sense. 920, again, that's fan service. People have been calling for, Rapidash to get some love, and that just screams fan service there. Yeah, after that, I don't know. I don't know. But
what's up with Hariyama and Heliolisk?
Heliolisk, to me, I think is more fan service. Like, I don't think people are happy that it was
as bad as it was.
Yeah. It's a little lackluster, so hey, let's slap a dragon type on it. And that'd be the first electric dragon that we'd actually have outside of Zekrom.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But, yeah, it's a decent leak. We'll see. We have the Sword and Shield.
Direct,
thank you. I'm running on low sleep. The Direct next, I believe it's a week from today, actually.
On the 5th.
Yeah, a week from today we'll have the direct, so we'll know a little more, hopefully. And I think probably would be a good idea to come back, depending on what they reveal in the direct, if they reveal some new Pokemon. See if any of them match up here, because if they do, this list might be worth a watch. Otherwise, I don't know. This just is a pretty good Pokemon dump, I think.
I hope it's all true. Like, some of this stuff seems really awesome, but at the other time it seems way too heavy on, like, Rock and Steel. So...
And Psychic.
Yeah.
There's so many Psychic types.
I don't get where they're deriving Rock or Psychic from. I can get where they're getting Steel, but not Rock or Psychic.
Yep, so... I think that's going to cover it for this leak. I want to thank Box again for joining me here for the last half hour just talking about this. Please, guys, go check out his link in the description down below for his Twitch. Do you have YouTube as well that you want me to link down? Or just your Twitch?
No, not right now. I don't think I'm starting up a YouTube for a little bit.
Alright, so go check out his Twitch. Go show him some love there. You know the drill, the links down below. Luca, myself, all that. Go check those out if you want. And yeah, we'll see you in a week for the direct, what's going to happen. So thank you again, Box. With all that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here.
See ya.